life, your execution will be flawed. You will not execute at a high level. And what brings the execution, that whole notion of being able to execute at a high level, is focus. And how can we focus if we don't know who we are? As we think about who we are, USANA knows who it is. Is that good English? I hope. USANA knows, we know who we are as a company. We have stated values. In fact, not employee, associate, if you could tell me the 4 stated values of USANA, I've got a $100 bill in my pocket I will give you if you can do it within 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I heard 1, 3, 2, 1. Isn't that, I'm failing as a leader. I'm serious about that. If in a room this size, you're not all shouting out the values of USANA, I've failed as a CEO. That's the most important thing about this company, is our value system. And why we do what we do and why we make the decisions we make. I've done that exercise several times. I did it in Australia, New Zealand a few weeks ago in front of thousands of people. I have yet to give away my $100. Will you please write down, as I tell you, what the 4 values are of USANA? And will you please take these values to your team and talk about them? And let's make this part of our core as to who we are. Because as we're moving forward, when USANA started, we're much different than we are today. And the only way we can remain relevant is to truly understand the values and make those our North Star. And that's the direction we're shooting. The first stated value of USANA is excellence. As it is described here, and I think of excellence as a verb. It is an action, excelling. It's something we're always working toward. We are moving toward excellence. I do believe we have excellence in our products. I believe we're far from excellence in our technology. So when I think about excellence, when I'm looking at the strategy of the company and giving direction to the officers of the company, I look at excellence and I say, okay, where are we deficient? Okay, technology. Then I'm going to deploy a bunch of money in that direction to bring our technology up to where our products are. We're not there. We're getting there. We're making great strides. But see how this brings clarity to the strategy of the company? Excellence is a very important strategy. The next stated value of USANA is integrity. Very simply put, always doing the right thing. I tell the management team, let's never make a decision at USANA that I couldn't stand on stage at convention and say, on stage, to everybody. In other words, whatever we make and say and talk about and do behind closed doors, we could say in front of anybody. And that we always do the right thing. Many of you have experienced, and again, I'm sorry for this, and I know we've looked at it, but the hurt that's come with the foods and bars going away and the drinks and all of those ups and downs. But you know what? We found lots of bars, a lot, meaning thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of bars that were manufactured, and we went to different manufacturers and they couldn't manufacture our standards. And we kept finding microbes in the product that you would have never known about. And nobody would have ever found out about, probably. But I'm sitting there and we're sitting there as a team and these products are coming back testing this way over and over and over again. So after we decided to trash millions of dollars of bars, we decided we can't sell this product. It goes against our integrity value. We can't put a product out there that we just don't believe 100% is exactly what we say it is. So by following our value system, the decision became very simple. It wasn't a sit around and, oh, what do we do and how do we do this? How do we do that? No. These bars don't meet our quality standards. We're not selling them. They're gone. By the way, in April, just a few weeks, not far away, we're taking over the building that is north of our major building in Salt Lake City that we own, and we're building a foods plant so that we can take control of the quality ourselves, and we'll create all of our powdered drinks, all of our bars, and some other products that are in development that you'll see coming to be released that are really, really exciting. But we're going to make them ourselves. We're done with it. Yeah. The board approved a $30 million investment to start off, and we're headed down that path. But integrity drove that decision. You see how it works? The clarity that comes when we're talking integrity, it drove the whole decision to create a whole new manufacturing piece of our business. The next stated value is community. This is one I'm really focused on right now. This for me is giving. Winston Churchill said, we make a living out of what we get. We make a life out of what we give. So many of us, myself included, spend our days focused on what do I get? What do I get out of this? Instead of focusing on what can I give? And if we will turn the corner and focus on giving versus getting, that will make us more relevant in today's society than about anything we can do. Think about that in your own lives. How can you give versus get? And how can you make that part of your team and part of your culture and part of your own independent businesses that you all own? How would that change the people who are on your team if they were involved in something where they were giving versus getting? That is the community value. In Utah, I said this last night, we've sponsored the USANA Amphitheater. We're known in Utah as the concert company because all the concerts that come to the USANA Amphitheater drives me crazy. I get asked all the time for tickets to concerts. Oh, you work at USANA? Oh, can you? I get ticket requests all the time. I wish they were calling and asking me for a health pack. I wish people said, oh, you work for USANA? It's the best nutritionals in the world. Is there any way I could get a health pack? See the difference? And you're going to see that change globally and in Canada, where we're going to increase the name recognition of USANA as the premier cellular nutrition company in the world. We're going to invest money in that direction. The next stated value is health. The condition of being sound in body, mind, and spirit. Again, to remain relevant in today's world, we used to think about health and what we were doing about health is just taking a vitamin and supplementing nutrition, which is very important. But we forget about two also very important aspects of true health, which is the mind and the spirit. So in upcoming, I'm trying to think of how long because the products are already developed, but we're going to have new products that address the other aspects of true health. Because true health and remaining relevant in today's world is not just supplementation. And the body and the mind and the spirit are so connected. So connected. Just think about what happens in your body when you're stressed out. In your mind, you're stressed out. Well, that's really a chemical factory that's producing the reaction of chemistry that's happening in your body that changes the health of your body. How could we be about true health and not address some of the most important aspects of health? For me, you'll see me talking openly about therapy. I want you all to hear from the CEO of USANA, yeah, I've been to therapy. And it's been awesome, and it's helped me. And it's helped me be a better person. That's okay. That's part of being truly healthy, is really figuring out, one of my number one challenges and a goal I set every year and I write it down is to stop talking negatively to myself. That is an issue that I have, which causes a chain reaction. Before I know it, I'm in panic mode. That's something that I deal with. So I've learned techniques, breathing techniques. I'm about out of time. I'll teach you a quick breathing technique. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I learned this at Sauna Beam, actually. So if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling panicked, if you're not feeling good, this is a very easy thing, and I do this all the time. I do it at stoplights. I do it before board meetings. I do it before I go on stage. So here it is. So you think of a square, 4 sides to a square. So there's 4 sides to a square. So you take a deep breath in for 4 counts. You hold it for 4 counts. You exhale for 4 counts, and you leave it out for 4 counts. And you do that 4 times. If you do that, you'll notice your heart rate slow. Your heart rate will come down. Your mind will become clear. And you'll put your mind in a different state. Breathe in 4. Hold it for 4. Let it out for 4. Keep it out for 4. And do that 4 times. I'm telling you, that simple thing will change your life. At Sauna, they told me for my health, 2 most important things I can do is learn how to breathe properly, especially when I'm feeling stressed, and secondly, drink more water. Those are the 2 things. Because I'm already doing all the supplements and I'm doing other things. I'm exercising every day and I'm all those other things. I said, you know what, for you, Kevin, learn how to breathe and drink more water. Now, the next step I've added to that this year is I'm trying to learn how to meditate. I don't know if there's anybody in here that tries to meditate, but man, that's hard. I have some self-guided meditations. They're short. They're like 3 minutes long, and I'm just trying to learn how to, for 3 minutes, truly meditate. Part of health, part of true health. That's who we are. That's what USANA is all about. So as you look at these stated values of USANA, and hopefully you've written them down, I invite you to think about what are your values. And are they congruent with these values? And how do these values bless your life and the lives of those around you? Because whenever you see USANA doing something, one of these values is behind that action. Always. That's our guiding star, our North Star, our value base, and how we make decisions and what we do. Strategically, we have a very defined strategy statement for the next 3 years. And it's this. Certainly, we start with the healthiest family on earth as our vision. That has not changed. And that has remained who we are and will remain who we are. But your strategy changes as time moves forward. The strategy starts with this, and some of you are not going to, I already know some of you will twitch a little bit when I make the suggestion, and you'll think, oh, what is he saying? And that's not the business we're in. Think about relevance and being relevant and what's relevant in today's world. Not what you did last year or 2 years ago, but open your minds to this thought. We have trained people, and what's got us here to this success is this model. We have people come in and we ask them to write their names list. And everybody writes down their names list as fast as they can and puts a bunch of names down. They put them into a pool, and we're telling them these are future business owners. These are people that you should approach because it's your warm market, and we're pitching them on a business opportunity. I saw a study by, I believe it was the Small Business Administration of the United States, and they said that 8 out of 10 people, if you were to bring them into a room, would be concerned about health. If you asked 10 people a question if they wanted a home-based business opportunity, it'd be about 1 out of 10. The market is changing. We're in a different environment. We have to remain relevant. So this is the simple suggestion. You all own your own businesses. You do what works for you. But this is what I'm suggesting that I'm seeing be successful around the world. And some of our top income earners are employing this strategy. And it's simply this. When they sit down with new people, they make their list of people who would be customers, who would want to take products to improve their health. They focus on customers getting on the products, and they focus on the health message. Then, from all of these customers that are loving their products, fall out a few people who want to say, you know what, I see what you're doing, I want to do what you're doing, and that becomes their distributor base. So the warm market becomes their customer base after they've been using the products. And I would guess that most of our top associates in USANA entered USANA because they wanted the products. And the products were exciting to them. I just want you to consider that as you think about relevancy and being relevant in this changing world. I would rather have a message that appeals to 8 out of 10 people versus 1 out of 10. And the market, from a perspective of growth, health is on the rise as far as health products. You can just look at your grocery store and see where that is. So our strategic vision follows this thought right down the path, and it's this. Our customer experience is built on lasting relationships by delivering simple solutions, rewarding products, and positive feelings with every interaction. I invite you to make this your strategic vision. And you can incorporate this however it is appropriate within your own individual businesses. But you need to take ownership for your customer experience. It's your business. You're independent business owners. You're the CEOs of your business. And most of the time, we at USANA as a company, we have a good distributor experience, and we have a very mediocre customer experience. We want to make it a world-class customer experience with our distributors being our most important customer. Right? We want to stay relevant. The companies that get this is Amazon. These are companies that get this beautifully and execute on it. And we're headed down that direction at USANA in a very, very real way. You'll see products that fit into this strategy released at our international convention this year. You'll see products over the next 3 years that fit into this vision. With our distributor base being our most important customer. But all of you have to take responsibility for your customer's experience. It's your business. And where we fall short, you should be picking up the slack. Because we will fall short. We'll fix it, we'll work on it. But that interaction is really your responsibility. Lasting relationships, customers for life, simple solutions. The goal is you can do your entire business on your iPhone. Instead of having a newspaper, instead of having all kinds of tools, somebody's interested in health, you hold up your phone, you show them a short 1-minute video on the product features that they're interested in, they say they like it, you hit the button, it shows up on their doorstep. You get the points, you get the credit. That simple, that easy. That's the goal. We're getting there, right? Simple solutions with rewarding products. Pushing the wrong button. Our commitment to you is that we're in this together. That's the beauty of this business. I think we have an advantage over the Amazons of the world because we have a relationship with our customer base that they don't. It puts us in a position of strength. I love where we're at. I love where we're headed. I have been around since the beginning of the company, and I've never been more excited about its future. And that includes all of you here in Canada, and the new products that we're going to bring to you, and the notion of expanding our product offering versus being very narrow and just offering some vitamin supplement pills and maybe a couple ancillary products, that you'll have a wide array of products that answer the notion of being the healthiest family on earth and providing healthy alternatives to things that people use every day, that they're spending money on every day. They should be buying them from you, from your store, not the store down the street. And if it just shows up on their doorstep without them having to go get it, it's even that much easier. And you get the points. You get to build your business, but we're going to expand and grow the company in a different, more positive direction from the customer as it relates to incentives, as it relates to the compensation plan, as it relates to bonuses, as it relates to products. So I hope you're hearing what I'm saying as you're thinking about being relevant in a very changing world. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this wonderful USANA family. It's my privilege and blessing to be part of this great journey with all of you. Thank you so much.